first edition of Liberty Live, where we take a new approach to presenting the news to you today.
No rigid script, no boring news front. It's just you and all of us at KLHS. So relax and take a break from your homework and listen to the interesting segments we have for you today. This is Liberty Live. So there's been a lot of interesting things going on in the history that are taking place today. Hannah, what do you think about that?
Well, I know yesterday we obviously had the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, and I believe TJ has some stuff for us about the day after Pearl Harbor and what happened. So let's go over to TJ and see what he has to say.
What's up, guys? Today in 1941, the United States entered World War II as Congress declared war on Japan one day after the attack on Pearl Harbor. In 1986, one of the first all-female rap groups, Salt and Peppa, debuted their first album, Hot, Cool, and Vicious. That's all I have for today. Now back to the front desk.
That definitely sounds like a hot album.
That was a vicious pun. So this week, I know I just got over having the flu. It's been going around the school. Have you gotten it yet?
I luckily have stayed away from getting sick, but I know a lot of people have been getting sick, and I don't want to whatsoever, especially considering finals are coming up.
Yeah, and to make sure you guys can prevent that, we're going to toss it over to Drew about the flu.
What's up, Jays? I'm Drew Higgins, and this is your first edition of Higgins Hotspot. Today we'll be discussing the nasty flu and cold symptoms that are going around LHS and keeping students home this week. I'm here with Nurse Heidi to talk about what students can do to prevent the sickness this winter. So, Nurse Heidi, what can we do to keep from catching the flu?
Well, you could get a flu shot for one to prevent it from happening at all. And if you do know people that have the flu, stay away from them. Good hand washing, because flu is spread through sneezing and coughing. And so when they sneeze or cough, their germs could get on surfaces like tables and desks and whatever. So if you happen to touch the germs and then say you touch your face, your eyes, or your mouth, you're just bringing that to yourself and you're going to get sick. So good hand washing. And let me see what else. Carrying hand sanitizer if you don't have access to a sink and soap. And then also not sharing utensils or beverages with anyone.
So those are some awesome tips. And what are some of the symptoms that we can look out for if we think we might be catching the flu?
Runny nose, cough, stuffy nose, headache, and muscle aches are usually what go along with the flu.
Awesome. And if I do catch the flu, what can I do to get healthy as quick as I possibly can?
You can get lots of rest, plenty of sleep, and drink lots of fluids. And then for symptoms, if you're really miserable at home, you can do, say for a sore throat, you can do a salt water gargle, or you can do saline mist for your nose. What else? Let's see. Ibuprofen or Tylenol for your muscle aches.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nurse Heidi. I know I'll definitely be using your tips. This has been the first edition of the Higgins Hotspot. Tune in next week for more. And now back to the front desk.
Those were definitely some great tips on how to prevent the flu, and I know I'll be taking them in order to not get sick during finals.
Yeah, I know. Just guys, make sure to be bundled up. You don't want to get this again. I know some of my friends have gotten it twice in the last month, so just make sure to prevent it. So I know one thing that kind of makes it a bummer is the weather, not having a jacket.
That's true.
What do you think about that?
I know walking in this morning, it was extremely cold, and I've been worried about getting just the cold in general because of how cold it's been. Jackson, what do you have for us on the temperatures? Is it going to be really cold from now on?
Well, it is going to be very cold. As yesterday we did see some snowfall, but not too much. We shouldn't see any snow for the rest of the school week, with today being a high of 26 and a low of 13. Tomorrow we will see a high of 30 and a low of 20. Let's take a look outside and see what's going on today. As you can see, it's sunny, but it was very cold walking into school today. Little winds, so probably won't be getting much warmer today. Now let's head it back to the front desk.
Thanks, Jackson. Again, it has been super cold, so make sure to bring your mittens and gloves and scarves in order to stay warm coming into school. Before we come back to the show, we're going to go to a quick commercial. See you soon.
The girls' basketball game on December 12th at 7 p.m. will take place in the Field House and is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. The theme of this game will be throwback uniforms, which means headbands, high socks, and high shorts will be recommended, and an old basketball jersey if you have one. We will have an in-game contest that will consist of one student from the opponent student section and one student from the Blue Jay student section. The winner of the contest will be determined by whoever has the most free throws made in 1 minute. The winner will then receive 50 free wings coupon to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. A lot of interesting events that are happening around Liberty are actually happening this weekend. One of them is the Liberty Light Show. My friends have been talking about it, and I know my friend Mariah Shipley is going to actually be working this show. Marcella, what do you know about this show?
I know nothing about it. I've heard some things on Instagram and Twitter about it, that it's going to be amazing. There's going to be a lot of lights. My friends are being involved in it. I don't really know much, but let's throw it over to Peyton to hear about this Liberty Light Show and what it has to offer.
What's up, Jays? The second annual Liberty Light Show is taking place at Pleasant Valley Baptist Church, and before we get started, we're going to head over to Brian Nelson to explain what the light show is.
What is the light show? It's hard to explain unless you actually come and see it, because the word light show, everyone has their own thought. Like, is it like a rock concert light show? Is this like a light display at my house? And so in a nutshell, what it is you stay in your vehicle, you drive in like a drive-in movie theater, and you tune your car radio to a station, and then you get to hear live musicians that you can see on a mobile stage platform in a parking lot with lots of lights, and all of the music that the live musicians are playing are synchronized to the lights going on and off.
Welcome back, Jays. I'm here with Erica Schmitz and Mitchell Neth, who had a big role in the light show. So what exactly was your guys' role?
So,
Go ahead.
basically what we did is we programmed the lights to the different songs. So there are 4 different songs, and there's a specific box for each light for each segment of the song, and we decided whether or not they were on or off to make the different designs and show exactly what the lights look like.
So what exactly is the purpose of this light show?
Really, I guess it's really meant to be a community event for Liberty, of just really kind of bringing people together to kind of just enjoy a good holiday light show, I guess. I mean, whether you're full in on what the message that we're trying to put out or not, I mean, it's really something that we want families to enjoy together, and just kind of, it's totally free. You get glow sticks when you come in, about a 15-minute show, so it's really just something that we're offering to the community.
And when is this taking place?
So it'll be this upcoming weekend, tomorrow, Friday, December 9th, yes, 9th, 10th, and 11th. And the shows will run from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock every 15 minutes. And then after that, we'll have our post-live shows, which will not have glow sticks or live musicians. However, the music will just be playing on a loop. And you'll be able to watch that till about 11 o'clock every night until New Year's Eve. So we're excited to kind of see the people that we're able to bring in through that.
Well, thank you guys so much. We look forward to seeing the light show, and back to the front desk.
Thanks, everyone. And I know coming up we have a lot of stuff going on in the Blue Jay sports world. Women's Sapphire competition is coming up, and I know especially with band competitions, they're nerve-wracking and scary, but I think these girls got it. What do you think?
I definitely think so. I know our dance team is extremely talented. They've done so well in all their competitions, and I'm sure they're going to do fantastic in this one. And our very own reporter, Danny Johnson, actually has some more information for us about this competition and exactly what their routine is like. Let's take a look.
Danny Johnston here with KLHS and Liberty's very own Sapphires. So Coley Boswin is here to tell us a little bit more about their upcoming tournament this weekend.
Our tournament is called KC Classic. It's just a competition where all the teams get to practice performing and just get ready for the new season.
And so tell us, Josie, what are you looking forward to in this upcoming competition?
The Sapphires are really looking forward to showing off all the hard work we've been putting in this week and all of the practices we've been having and all the extra work we've been putting in. We're also really excited to see everybody else who participates at Kansas City Classic and all the hard work they're putting in.
Could we see a portion of your guys' routine?
Yeah, of course.
Whoa, that was amazing. And that was also a lot of spins. How do you keep from getting dizzy when you're performing like that?
We have to keep our spot, which is where we focus on something out in the audience, or like pick something out on the bleachers, and then like keep your focus there until the last second to get us around.
That was amazing. Good luck at your upcoming competition.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danny. I'm sure the Sapphires will do fantastic. Now, before we end the show, everyone can please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's all we have for today. For Hannah Sanders, Jackson Ogden, Peyton Larison, and all of our amazing production crew, I'm Marcella Reeder. Have a great day, Jays.